right, it's thinking, it's connecting the dots. Okay. And all right, we're in business. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for joining. We are live on YouTube, and today we are going to talk about the Food Freshness Card. So we are about energetic health and wellness, and this is our Saturday Zoom event. And to start, we're going to talk a little bit about nature's frequencies. And here we go. We've won 14 major industry awards, including the Gold Medal Edison Award. That was pretty neat. I got to go on Fox News with Stuart Varney. He's a pretty cool guy. We have 6 U.S. patents. We've been on, Fox Business News, like I said, with Stuart Varney. He's a cool dude. USA Today, NPR, publications around the world, you name it, we've probably been on it. And we have been doing this now for over 11 years, which is pretty good. People like us, we make great products. And as mentioned before, today's topic is the Food Freshness Card and keeping your food fresh and what we can do to keep food fresh. So here's a quick little intro video about the Food Freshness. And here we go.
Discover the future of food preservation with the Food Freshness Card. Transform your kitchen with up to 50% longer lasting freshness. Harness groundbreaking technology for unparalleled food preservation. Outshine the ordinary. Choose efficiency and effectiveness. See the difference with authentic lab-tested evidence. Our commitment to proven freshness. Celebrating excellence. Honored with 14 international awards, including the Gold Medal Edison Award for Food Tech Solutions. Food waste is a $1 trillion global problem. Together, we can make a difference with U.S. patented technology. Versatile and user-friendly, the perfect fit for any refrigerator in any corner of the globe. Manufactured under 3 U.S. patents. Invest in cutting-edge U.S. patented technology for keeping food fresh. A wise choice to extend shelf life worldwide for a multitude of applications.
All righty, it's a nice little video, but now let's get into some statistics. So did we know that 1/3 of the world's food is wasted, and that's 1.3 billion tons per year, enough to feed 3 billion people or 10 times the population of the US. That's pretty incredible. On average, the average US family throws away more than $2,000 in food per year, and that's a big number. So what can we do? What we can do is we can use the Food Freshness Card. It is manufactured under 3 U.S. patents. It's won the Gold Medal Edison Award. We've been mentioned we were on Fox News with Stuart Varney, and we got some pretty good science behind it to back our stuff. So here we go. What science is saying. We'll start with the Bovie value. This is a great little video of how important the energy is coming off of this Food Freshness Card. So we'll play this.
The Bovie value is a measurement of the life energy, of the vital force in products and in people. And it's called after a physician in France. He was between the First and the Second World War responsible for the quality of the food of the French soldiers. And he was an expert in doing radiesthesia, just measuring the Bovie value. And for every fruit and vegetables, he knew after 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 days what the vitality, the Bovie value of the vegetables were. So when a bunch of fruit was delivered at the military, he could easily measure the vitality, and then he knew, it is okay for another week, for another 2 weeks. So it was a quality test for how fresh and how vital the vegetables are.
So now let's go to the food freshness card. You tested that. How did you test it?
Well, exactly the same way, just spreading water over it. And this card is 2 times bigger than the earthing card. But I was really amazed. 73,800 Bovi value just by pouring water over it.
That's a 400% increase. Now, if this was in your food, what do you think it would do to our food? Because first of all, let's start with water. We are 60 to 70% water. Nobody fights that. Fruit, vegetables, high percentage of water. Water picks up everything. Water's a great substrate. So if the food freshness card was near some food, what do you think the food would be for your body?
Well, much more healthier, because it's not only the vitality which increases, but the negative information decreases too. So the vegetable is purified by the food freshness card. So I started the new test already.
Love it.
The test of a jar of 1 liter water, put on the freshness card and on the earthing card. And I will show you results.
You've been testing. I love it.
We're testing. This is the water we start with.
Yeah.
These are the results of the test we just spoke to each other about.
Yeah.
And here you see the test with 24 hours, 1 liter. And you see, this was already amazing. I can't read it now from behind, but see how it's almost 100,000
Yes.
on the earthing card, and that's almost 150,000 for the freshness card.
Wow.
And this is really good, because I performed quite a lot of tests for people who said who had energy boards, but they never come higher than 90,000 Bovi.
That's amazing. And you did that within a week.
And now in one day, 24 hours.
So we're doing good.
Yes, you can say really that you are doing good, yes.
All righty. So, yeah, we've had some great numbers with the Bovi testing. You could hear Frank's voice. He was amazed at how we did. And then, let's go like this. Let's share my screen again. Here we go. Here we have a video of tomatoes, and you'll see this is from the same vine from a lab, and you'll see the tomatoes on the left have the food freshness card. They're not even touching it, but the one on the right, that's like I said, the same vine, but look at where the mold starts and goes. So let's play this time lapse, and these are available at foodfreshnesscard.com and naturesfrequencies.com. And another thing that we always do is we have our videos time-stamped for authenticity. And a lot of people don't do that. You'll look at some other companies that post the time lapse. They don't put timestamps on anything, but we do. So let's take a look at this. Here we go. All righty. If you look at the bottom left right here, this one actually starts to grow a stem. In the other side, everything completely decays and gets not so great looking. So here we'll go over to bread. And this is the same loaf of bread. And you can see that, you would eat one side and not the other. So let's play this real quick. All righty. So you'll see on the right that half of the loaf is not with the food freshness card, and it gets pretty gnarly with mold. So you'll see towards the end, it's completely molded versus with the food freshness card, there is nothing wrong. So now we'll do one more quick time lapse of mixed berries, and here we go. And you'll see the fruits on the right. You'll see they start to mold. The strawberries start going, and the raspberries, and we got mold versus no mold. Now we have, here we go, what our health professionals and customers are saying. This is a quick couple reviews and just feedback from, these are all real people, and you'll be able to see just how great the Food Freshness Card is. Here we go.
Dr. Rob Silverman here, ACA Sports Council Chiropractor of the Year, author of Inside Out Health, A Revolutionary Approach to Your Body. I want to talk to you about something that I've been using and I've been getting fantastic results, and I stand 1,000% behind. We eat only organic. The food is lasting in the refrigerator 4 times as long. Now, we all know that organic food is the healthiest food that we can consume. The problem is, after 2 or 3 days in the refrigerator, it spoils. No pesticides. The food cart is enabling the freshness and enabling the organic food to last longer.
Well, hello. I want you to know that I've had this card for 1 year, and my bread, I left to go international. I bought the bread a week before I left. Was gone 6 weeks. I've been home 2 weeks actually. And here is the bread. Soft.
No mold.
And no mold.
What do you think of the Food Freshness Card?
I think it's awesome because I only eat fresh green food. And I can tell you over the year, my kale, my spinach, apples, they'll be in there from the beginning of the month until the end of the month, still as fresh as ever.
My family loves all of Nature's Frequency products. Since we've been testing the food card, we found that it stretches our dollar a lot farther by keeping our bread, our fruits, our vegetables all fresher longer. My kids live on berries during the summer, and we found that especially organic berries stay a lot longer, and we're able to eat them before they go bad. Instead of lasting 2 or 3 days, we can get a week out of them, which is fantastic. Since we've been using the food card, we find that our budget goes a lot further because we have less food waste.
Happy New Year. I'm at my son's visiting. And when I got here, I got upset with him because something happened to the food freshness in his refrigerator. So I made sure that it got back in there because they never have to throw food away. And I'm a single woman. I mean, I'm always throwing stuff away because I can't eat it fast enough. And now it lasts forever. So, and the bananas, my son is just amazed. He says, how come the bananas last so long? So they immediately put all the fruit and bananas on the food freshness, and they weren't paying attention to the refrigerator. So it was just amazing when I got here, you know. I've got believers now. You have more believers. So thank you.
In taking care of Mom, who is now in another facility, I had to make 2 separate meals because she wanted good old fashioned meat and potatoes and meat and potatoes and all of that. And I eat in a different fashion. So everything I would eat would spoil quickly. I occasionally want a piece of bread. This bread has no additives at all. It is a sourdough bread from one of our bakeries in town. And it is as fresh as it was the day I bought it. And it's from October 1st. October 1st. And so every once in a while, it might be once a week, I'll use a piece of bread. And I mean, look at it. So my organic vegetables, the berries, they last at least 3 times longer because I do average, I was counting 6 food freshness cards in each refrigerator, and they are not large refrigerators. Also, I do cook occasionally and need milk or cream or sour cream and stuff like that. I have some that's 6 months old. There isn't any mold on it. My cheese gets no mold on it. It's amazing. So I'm very grateful. It just makes my heart so warm that you created this to help the world not waste food. And I love to hear the updates on that. I really do. So thank you so much for starting this company and starting with Food Freshness Card.
I tell you, the food freshness card, being what it does, is amazing because you don't think about how long your food lasts. Now, that might sound like a negative, but it's not. Milk lasts, I don't know what it is about milk. It lasts forever. It just doesn't go bad. I don't know what to say. We don't drink a lot of milk, so it's in there for a month, 6 weeks, perfectly fine. The wife does, and daughter buy organic. And lettuce, of course, as you know, whether it's escarole or endive, it goes bad in days. It doesn't go bad. It's an amazing thing to watch. Fruit, it just never goes bad. I don't know how to explain it. And you get so used to it, which I guess is kind of a problem, that you don't think about how fast stuff used to go bad. So the savings, that stuff is expensive. Everything's expensive. Fruit's expensive. Organic is expensive. Foods in general, milk is, oh my gosh, it's a fortune, $5, $6 a gallon, depending on where you get it at. So just extremely excited about the whole thing. I probably take it for granted, which I should not, because it really doesn't.
I got cheese still here. It says used by date the 11th of October, 2022, right? And it's still edible. There's no mold on it. You can see it. There's the proof and evidence of it. I'm still eating it. I chop a little bit off every day. I don't need a lot of cheese, but yeah. And the date says 11th of October, 2000. Look, I bought that cheap too, $4.99. Most people would just walk past it. $4.99. You think you throw it out after a week, but there you are, 11th of October. It's still going great, and it's already the 1st of January. But just think, that bread's 6 months old. For God's sake, unbelievable. It's a staff of life, I tell you. And just, Rick, what you're doing with the technology is fantastic.
The food freshness card has been great ever since I got it down in Atlanta. Used it on the way home back to Pittsburgh. But the food freshness card, it numerous all over the house. I keep them, the vegetables in the refrigerator. I hate to go to the store. But when I go, I'll stock up on the vegetables because that's the good stuff. And they'll stay in my refrigerator, my vegetable crisper, for months at a time. And it is amazing how that does it. You look at the expiration date or something on there, and it just doesn't. It's amazing how much they stay there. And I'm so thankful for the freshness card and what it does to inhibit the bacteria and the mold and stuff. It does what it's supposed to. So I have several in the fridge, and it makes the food taste better. It's a wonderful gift for Christmas. I give them to the kids every Christmas. Say, here, put this on there. Oh, Dad, what's that for? And I said, just believe me, this company's been around 9 years. The patents on this, they couldn't do this and have all these wonderful testimonials if it didn't work. Believe me, it works. And they come back and say, hey, Dad, that's amazing. That's good. They still got it.
The food card in my house is not only in the refrigerator, on the counter for the fruits, the vegetables, the flowers. I'm also in a social service position, and I have placed them in my clients' homes. They're elderly or socially challenged, and they get some of their food from the food pantries. And the food stays fresh so long. It's not like they go out to the grocery store and get them. They get it from the food pantry, and it's still good. It's still mostly fresh, and it will last, again, 4 to 5 weeks, whether it be in the refrigerator, in the bread box, in the freezer. It is a wonderful, wonderful product to have in anybody.
You got to remember, when you live in a warmer area, your food can go and spoil faster. That's one of those things that just happens. It doesn't just freeze like where you live. Anyway, 2 places that we really use it to save us money on our food. One is in the pantry itself. We buy freshly baked bread, which always goes down faster than if you get it in the regular, Wonder Bread or whatever else it is. So we have found that putting it just within a couple of feet of that bread, that it has stayed until we finish it, which is pretty good for us considering we don't usually eat a lot of bread around here. But even better place that saved me money was in the refrigerator. I'm not a big milk drinker. I'll cook with it, but I don't really drink it. My wife, on the other hand, doesn't drink it much, but she'll have it with her cereal in the morning. And we're talking like, what, a half a cup on there? And we found that buying a gallon jug, it would just go bad before she finished it. So she had to cut back, starting to buy the quarts and that kind of thing, which is just in itself more expensive than buying the gallon if you could use the whole thing up. We started using it underneath of the water or underneath of the gallon jug. And it went from lasting a couple of weeks to until it was empty a month later. And I went back to the commissary and could replace it. So it saved not only in not throwing it out because it was bad, but because we were able to buy a larger amount of it and keep it fresh that much longer. You know, it works for anything that you put in the refrigerator, anything at all.
Rick, this is Christy again, and I just want to give you an update. This card that I have had in the bottom of my refrigerator has kept my food fresh for a really long time. I am completely sold. Everyone should have one of these in the refrigerator. This is amazing. A week ago, I recorded a video of this very same vegetable tray, and I haven't thrown it away because the vegetables are still good. And even they're still fresh. See, crunchy carrot, still fresh. And the ranch dip is still good. But the other amazing thing is this is a jar of milk. And it's good local milk. And I don't have a lot of kids in my house anymore. And so we don't go through a ton of milk. So I buy a little bit more expensive milk. However, you see how what's in there just a little bit? It's still good. And I bought this when I bought this tray. So how long has that been? So it's been almost 3 weeks. Almost 3 weeks ago, I bought this. And there's not very much left, but I'm going to use the rest of this in my cereal right now because I'm going to have cereal. But I just wanted to thank you again for this fabulous food card and from Nature's Frequencies. It's amazing. So everyone should have one of these. Thanks.
All righty. Those some great feedback, some great real people, real stories. You can just see the emotion that everyone loves the food freshness card. It's a great product and it should be in everyone's kitchen. And from here, we got a quick video from Dr. Marie. And let's hear from Dr. Marie what she thinks about the food freshness card.
When I first get it, because I am an energetic practitioner, so I can feel the energy just with my hands, because I do hand energetic healings as well. So I can feel that the energy was very, very, very strong. And also I use the pendulum to test different things around me. And this product, I've been using it for more than 1 year. When Susie introduced me to this product, this is the only one I stayed with during 1 year. Because for me, I am used to have different kind of energetic tools like this, but this one was stronger than the others. So I start using it. And then after a few days, I noticed that the energy of the crystals, because I used to clear my crystal energy with this kind of device, was very faster, quicker, and stronger with this. So I start using it in my office to clear my customer jewelry with crystals and stuff like that. And then after some time, I took them at home because I have maybe 3 or 4 of them. I took them at home with me. And then I put my basil. When I come to the organic shop, I have my basil leaves, my parsley leaves, and I just put it on top. And after 3 days, it was very full of life. It was so strong. And after 1 week and a half, it starts blooming again. It gives us some lovely white flowers. We were like, what's going on? This never happened. So then we realized that, wow, there is something big with this thing. This is the first time that I put my basils in the bottle of water and I put it in the kitchen. And then after 1 week, it's giving some flowers. I never see that. So I took this very, very, very seriously. And I start just doing more testing, more experience, more, and it was always very, 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 I was happy. It was very beneficial. And most of them was when I start using it on me, on myself. Because I do some energetic work and sometimes we have to protect ourselves because we can be tired if we don't have enough sleep and stuff like that. And the first day I put it on me, I noticed that I was not tired at the end of my day. And I was very quiet. My mind was a little bit more quiet. So I start focusing on that, what's going on with this in my body. And I start doing more research on that. And what I discover is just unbelievable. It's been almost 1 year and a half now that I'm using it. And it's very, very, even when I meet you the other day when we talk, I told you, I want you to call this life force. I want you to call it like the shield. I don't know, you have to find a stronger name because food freshness card is not strong enough for me for the energy of this card.
All righty. We love hearing that, especially about the basil. If anyone missed that part, she cut the basil, put it in a glass in her sink in her kitchen, put the food freshness card under it, and then the basil blossomed. And that's why she was saying she couldn't believe it. She's never seen anything like it. The food freshness card emits a lot of good energy, and flowers love it, food loves it, people love it. So there's a lot of uses for it. And you know, the food freshness card is really something special. And now on that note, we will stop the live stream. If I can over. Okay. Okay, maybe it doesn't want me to stop the live stream, stop the share.